about to occur. Tar. Here's Goretzka. In with the challenge. Linton. And here's Martinelli. Nice control. Oh, he's having a go! And shooting chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Pavlovic. 1 minute to add according to the board. Linton. And the referee brings it to a close. So then, can they afford to believe just 2 games left and the wind is well and truly in their sails? Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity.
So the huge prize of a place in the final awaits the winners of this do-or-die contest. The fans in the stands watch on, as does the rest of the world, eager to see which team prevails on the day. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So just 2 more matches left then, Jim. It has flown by, hasn't it?
Time flies, but we've had so many gripping games, Peter. It's been a real pleasure, and given the form of both of these teams, I'm hoping for another treat in this match.
Things already rolling. Chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Bruno Guimaraes clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
That's an imaginative pass.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Foot in. Savinho in acres of space out wide. Lucas Paqueta. Steaming on goalwards. Now that's a fine challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Alexandro just loves to go forward whenever he can. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Neymar. Neymar ploughing. And a chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. No, that's been intercepted. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And now the breakaway. Lucas Paqueta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He tries a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ambitious ball here. Well read, nice interception. That is good strength. And here's Diaz. Oh, that's fabulous. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Bruno Guimaraes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Sanchez makes the interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's James Rodriguez. It's a pretty loose pass. Alexandro is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lerma. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that has left him in a heap. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Tries one from range. Hits off target and by quite a way.
Colombia really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! Colombia are back in business. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Savinho. And here's Paqueta. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the shot! Goal, Brazil! And they're back in front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And yes, it's him again. Brazil leading now. James Rodriguez. Lucas Paqueta. Nicely spread. And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's neat. It's Neymar! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. And the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. Brazil are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So straight into the second half. Munoz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, now he can run away with it. Shot at goal! And that's a tidy finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Stood up well to him there.
Brazil are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Munoz. Now it's Diaz. Danilo does really well to win the ball there. Oh, nicely intercepted. And this is Neymar. Spread it left.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
So we've reached the hour mark. That's a cute ball. Sanchez kept his eye on it, and he's there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Martinelli venturing down the left. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And it's been taken short. Sabinho! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And here's Diaz. Neymar is herring after that one. Suarez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Suarez must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Marquinhos gets a foot in here. Suarez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Neymar. Savinho. That is good alertness. He is through here. He's had a shot! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Neymar being hunted in packs.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
And this is James Rodriguez. Rapidly approaching the end. They have 1 foot in the final. It's a good foot in there. Lukumi for Lerma. Now it's James Rodriguez. Pinches it off him. Oh, easy pickings there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking to play him in. The final 5 minutes. And he's intervened well there. Lucas Paqueta. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. Diaz. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's got away. Lucas, can he finish? And one more try. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Substituição em andamento.
It's their second corner of the game.
Foram indicados
Be quick to recover this. Takes a shot! Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. In with the challenge. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Brazil are through and the stands erupt in delirium. This is what it means to them, utter delight. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, how long we have waited for this festival of football to reach its climax. It feels like an age ago that the first qualifiers kicked off, and now here we are. The final showdown, the ultimate prize awaits at the end of all of this. But there's an awful lot of football to be played before then. The players are ready, and we're about to get underway. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, Jim, you're a man with experience of big finals. What will these players be going through right now?
Well, I think ultimately they'll be wanting to enjoy it, while at the same time trying to remember their tactical instructions and the jobs they've been assigned. I think both teams have had a wonderful tournament so far, so this should be an excellent final, Peter, and I'm desperate.
Neymar! Goal! Brazil! And the deadlock is broken in the final. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Le numéro 18.
Brazil penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, certainly the big occasion and a very big opening goal to boost everyone's confidence here.
Well, history tends to say that these finals are pretty tight games, Jim. Yeah. Same again, do you think?
Yeah, the odds are that's always likely to be the case, Peter, but I'd like to think that fortune will favour the brave here.
Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet, and it's Alexandro. Oh, good spread. Alexandro is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Neymar. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Oh, nice touch. Andre Santos! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
It's just really poor from a defensive standpoint. A very soft goal if you look at it. Everyone was busy doing the wrong thing. Someone's really got to be picking him up when he's in that position.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Sends it crossfield. That has ended up in no man's land. Doué. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Doué. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Danilo picks it up out wide. Can he finish? Dembele. Applies the finish! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he went with real power then when something dainty and subtle was called for.
Dembele. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I really don't think there was any intent behind that, but you really should know better than letting the occasion get to your head. That's what happened then. Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Saliba. It's not an especially good pass, that. For Olise. He's found a way through. Lucas Paqueta. Santos does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And he's picked it up out wide. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rabiot. Hernandez. And it's Doué. With Lucas Paqueta. Bruno Guimaraes. It's a promising position. Oh, sweet feet. Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dembele. Brazil heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sail. Bullish header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Upamecano, Rabiot, all played for Dembele, Martinelli, and it's Paqueta, Lucas Paqueta going forward. Well, the defence proved in. The referee's awarded a free kick. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Brazil are down to 10 men. Hernandez. Now it's Doué. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, he'll want to calm down pretty quickly, Peter, if he wants to stay out of trouble here.
Rabiot. Tchouaméni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that pass isn't the best. Koundé. And that has left him in a heap.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Santos. Showing great feet there. Upamecano. It's Hernandez. So we are halfway through this final. So Jim Beglin, halfway through, what are your thoughts for the final so far?
Brazil really need to keep their focus now, Peter. They have the all-important lead, but their opponents are going to come at them with everything they've got in the second half, so they can't afford any switching off.
So it's half-time in the grand finale. Brazil looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Et merci d'accueillir nos joueurs comme ils le méritent. Attention, changement.
The whistle goes, we're off and running.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Lucas Paqueta. Oh, that's nice. And this is Neymar having a shot! And we have our very first corner. Lucas Paqueta plays it short. France are looking to go forward now. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And it's Paquetá. Nicely spread. Space for him to turn and look. Great challenge, time to perfection. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Lovely bit of skill. He's going for goal! Off the post! Olise. Lucas Paquetá. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. How very smart. He just got it right.
That's superbly well played. Any aspiring strikers out there watching this, that's the sort of movement you need to create space.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Lucas Paquetá being hunted in packs.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Martinez goes for a shot! Well, that is remarkable.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Neymar. Spread neatly. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, important interception. Rabiot. Dembele. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
That's tidy. He's had a shot! Now, how often do you see that?
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Upamecano to Rabiot. Lucas Paquetá. There he goes, most shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Saliba. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can he find a finish? And the shot! And he's stuck it away! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Brazil are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Just a few moments from glory. Well, this one now seems pretty much sewn up. It will be a red letter day. In the end, the game plan was immaculate. They do appear, to all intents and purposes, now to be cruising towards victory.
Yeah, and it's fully deserved, Peter. They dealt perfectly with both the opposition and the occasion. Now it's just a case of seeing it right through.
Martinelli. Alexandro. Tries to play it through. Not a hint of offside here. Elise. The ball is bounced loose now. Saliba. Played out towards the right wing. Pass somewhat off target.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Good looking ball. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! Well, now it's a race. That's another chance! Rabiot. And that's it. A tale of triumph that started pretty much with the conclusion of last season and ends with the realisation of the ultimate dream for this set of players who are on top of the world, winners of football.